Did you know that you can use yoga poses to improve your balance? One of the things that we notice as we're aging through midlife, through menopause, is we start to lose our balance, and you might not notice it initially. It might be something as simple as just falling off a curb or just tripping over stairs, and maybe this happens a little bit more frequently than you're used to. There is a reason for that. Balance and coordination does start to deteriorate as we age. If we have strong muscles and a strong core, then you won't notice that quite so much. However, you can use poses from yoga to improve your balance. So today what we're doing is almost a short yoga practice that just brings in a few of the poses from yoga that can help your balance. So we're going to start with the feet nice and wide, wider than your hips, toes out to the corners, and then just drop into the hips, knees track over the toes, come right down into the legs, and gently swing from side to side. So we'll warm up the body a little bit and work into this. As we go through the yoga practice and the poses, I'm going to give you the options for a beginner, someone that does struggle with balance, and move it through to the full option so that you can build up to it anytime. So just swinging from side to side, and then we're just going to bring our elbows down to our inner knees and stretch through the spine and the chest. So pressing into the left hand or the left elbow into left knee, just twist and turn through the chest, looking to the other side, stretching into your inner thighs, and then come to the other side. Right hand pushing into the right knee, right elbow into right knee. And then come center and use both arms to just open up into the inner thighs. Take a deep breath here. Release the hands down and then roll up through the spine. Roll the shoulders back. Take a deep breath, reach the arms overhead. Inhale, and then exhale, bring the arms down. Now we're going to bend the knees, cross the arms in front, and we're going to send our weight over to one side into what we call star pose. Now you'll see that I've got my big toe on the ground to start with, so this is the beginner's version. Okay, so start with the beginner's version. Big toe is just holding you there. Take your eye gaze down towards the bottom hand and really stretch and lengthen through the arms. Take an inhale breath, and then exhale, come back down into that squat, and then take it over to the other side. So lengthen and open up across the chest. Just hold the pose for a moment. So if you are starting out as a beginner, you'll want to take it like this. Now if you do want to test your balance, here we go. We're going to drop into that squat, and then we're going to come up and lift the foot from the floor, just slightly off the floor. It doesn't have to be too high. Remember, we want to open up through the arms. Now with balance in yoga, you want to take your eye gaze or your drishti to one point of focus. So I'm just looking at a spot on the floor here. Take an inhale breath, drop down, exhale, expand to the other side, and if you can, lift that foot from the floor. Now also bring your attention to your core, because your core will help with your balance. So we're going to take one more each way. Drop down and then open up. Good. Find that balance, that stillness, and then come down and other side. Nice. Okay, that's a good little warm up for us. Now we're going to take it, I'm going to turn to the side so you can see the poses that we're doing together. And we're going to come to the top of our mat, and my feet are actually hip distance apart. And there's a reason for that. So the feet hip distance apart will help to execute the poses without falling, okay? So it gives us a little bit more stability. So what we're going to do first is we're going to bring our hands to our hips to keep the hips level. Then you're going to lift your left knee so it comes even with your hip. And then you're going to send that left leg all the way back and come into what we call a high lunge. So the back heel is lifted, the right knee tracks over the toes, and both hips face forward. Now your left leg is not directly behind your right leg. There's still that hip distance gap, so hold it there. Okay, so if you are feeling off balance in this pose, keep your hands at your hips. If you can, take an inhale breath and bring the arms up over your head. So stretch the arms up, draw the belly in, tuck the pelvis under, hold and breathe. Okay, if you are challenged in this pose right now, holding it here, stay here or bring your hands back to your hips. If you want a little bit extra challenge, you're going to bring your right arm back and your left arm forward into a high lunge with a twist. Okay, so this is now sort of sending you off balance, sending your body in different directions, and there's a lot to think about here. Take another deep breath. And then bring the arms back up or keep the hands on the hips, that high lunge. Okay, everyone bring your hands to your hips. We're going to step that back leg up, back to knee to chest pose. So you ready? 3, 2, 1. You can slide your toe along the floor to take you there. Bring your knee up towards you. All right, I'm going to turn to face you so you can see what's going to happen here. Okay, so we're just holding in this pose. This is some balancing here. Now our next pose is an external rotation of the hips. So ankle to knee, flex the foot, turn the knee out, take the eye gaze forward, and then you're just going to sit your hips back, so like you're sitting in a chair, and you'll feel a bit of a stretch in the right hip or the left hip, depending on which leg you started with. Now I want you to reach your arms forward if you can. Okay, the option here is put the big toe down to the ground, because if you are noticing that you're really off balance and you feel a little bit anxious about that, you need that support. So otherwise, you're here. Just hold it and enjoy that opening of the hip. Lengthen through the spine. We're going to talk about all the shakiness a little bit later because we don't want to focus on that just now. All right, now we're going to come up slightly and then cross the leg directly over the other leg into what we call eagle pose. Now, the beginner eagle pose is the big toe is on the ground, okay? Now, the right leg is crossed over the top, so the right arm is going to come underneath. Now, you may or may not get the palms of your hands together. It's okay if the back of your hands touch, but you're really squeezing into that crease of the elbow. And then lift the arms up, and then we're going to take a seat. Okay, so you've either got your big toe on the ground or you lift your big toe off the floor, and you've got all that balance in that left leg. All right, so everything might be a little bit shaky here, but we're training our body to balance, to learn how to balance again. Okay, next up, we keep our arms like this. We're going to take it to an aeroplane pose. So we lift the foot, or you can tap down if you need to, and we're going to tip the body forward and take the legs straight back behind you into aeroplane pose with eagle arms. Okay, beginner, your big toe is on the ground. Uncross your hands and bring your hands to your hips, or you can have your hands in prayer at your heart. Okay, so that's an option too. Okay, everyone, uncross your arms, bring your hands to your heart, and if you can, you've got that back leg lifted into warrior 3 or airplane pose. Okay, hold it there, don't look at me. Hold it there, airplane pose. Now we're going to land, bring the airplane down to landing, and bring that back foot back into that high lunge with prayer hands. Good. Now we're going to bring the hands down to the floor, so we come into a low lunge, and then we're going to step back into plank pose. So plant both hands down, bring that front leg back into plank. Now you're going to transfer your weight onto your left hand and turn your body into what we call side plank. Now, option for beginner, the bottom knee is on the ground, okay? And then we're going to reach the arm, the top arm straight up. So strengthen through the arms here. Okay, if you're on your knee and you think you could probably do a little bit more, then lift that bottom leg from the floor. Sorry, that top leg from the floor. Otherwise, you are here, one foot in front of the other into that side plank position. Hold and breathe, lift the bottom hips up, and then come back to your full plank pose. And from here, we're just going to take it back into a downward facing dog. So push back into your arms, lengthen through your spine, heels press towards the floor to get that stretch into your Achilles and your lower calf muscles. All right, have a look forward, and now we're going to step your other leg that you haven't used, in my case it's the right leg, towards the front of the mat. Okay, so you should be on the other leg here, and we're coming up into that high lunge. So come on up, hands to the hips. And if you did do your arms overhead the first time, let's go there again. So arms reach up and breathe. Good. Remember, you want to tuck your tailbone so you're not getting an overarch through your spine. Switching on your core to maintain that balance. Take an inhale breath, and if you twisted the first side, we twist again. So this time, left arm forward, right arm back. And then if you can, take your eye gaze towards your back arm. And you'll notice there's a whole lot of stuff going on here. All right, take the arm back up or hands to the hips. And everyone, hands to the hips now. All right, we're going to step that back leg up into knee to chest pose. So here we go. Lift that knee to chest. Now, you just want to balance your hips, so make sure that the left hip is not lifting, so keep it even with the right hip. Now, you'll notice your ankle might be shifting around like this. Okay, that is fantastic. We do want that. That is teaching the nerve endings in your ankle what they need to do to support your balance. All right, so flex the left foot, ankle to knee, and have a seat. Right, so your options, remember, are to tap that big toe down, take your dristi, your gaze forward, pull your shoulder blades back, and if you can, and you did it on the first side, reach your arms forward and sink back slightly more. Hold it there. Ooh. Now, if you do fall out of the pose, it's okay. We're not going to judge. You're not going to judge yourself. You're just going to come back to the pose, take a deep breath, try again, because this is about practicing our balance, right? All right, coming out of this pose and then sliding the knee across into your eagle, either big toe to the floor. Your left arm comes underneath the right, elbows join, lift the elbows and sink down. So you're sinking into your eagle pose, and if you can, you lift that big toe from the floor. We're doing so well. So many of these poses can be very, very challenging. So if it's not the day for you to take a challenge, please take the easier option. All right, we're going to take it into Warrior 3, airplane pose with the eagle arms. So lift the knee up out of the pose and then drop the body forward. Take that leg straight back. You can take it straight back up into the air if you're ready. Otherwise, engage your core first, then lift the back leg. Hold. All right, remember, hands to the hips or hands to prayer. Stay where you are for 3, 2, 1, and then step back into that high lunge pose with hands at heart. Take a deep breath here. And then we're going to bring the hands down to the ground, and we're going to take it into that side plank on the other side. So I'll be facing away from you. So step the front leg back into plank pose, then switch onto the right side and come on up. So remember your option, knee down to the ground, or you're in this high plank position here. One foot in front of the other to support your balance. So what you'll notice is a little bit of shakiness in the wrist and the shoulder. Press into the ground to really elevate your hips up. Now if you can, take your eye gaze to the top hand. For 3, 2, 1, come back into high plank, push back into downward facing dog and breathe. Coming down onto the ground, let's finish with a child's pose, a relaxing pose, big toes together. Reach the arms forward, drop the head down and relax. Nice work, everyone. So if you do want to challenge your balance, but you don't want to necessarily have a hard workout, you can use this type of yoga practice with all those balance moves in there. Good luck, and let me know how you go.